Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope all of you are doing really good, and I hope that you're taking good care of yourself and your loved ones, and not just your loved ones, but your furry friends and your not so furry friends. So anyway, I want to reach out to all of you and just check to see if you're doing good. In my area, it's the leaves are getting so colorful, depending on where you live. So, sorry, this is a time of year I love because the trees, the leaves get very beautiful depending on what area where the leaves are changing. Some areas are changing more than others. So it is beautiful to be able to get to those places where the orange and yellow and red leaves are still on the trees, and that's why it's so important to go for a hike somewhere and enjoy the beauty out there. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight and that's Kathy with a K, Dingman. Plus, you can give this video a thumbs up, and you can also share my videos with your family, your friends, a cat, a dog, a squirrel. You have a pet squirrel, and Starlight loves all the animals, so that's awesome that you have a pet squirrel. Besides sharing my videos with your pet squirrel, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget the notification bell. That way you can watch my next videos. Also, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I really want to reach out to you because I know that there is a lot of it going on out there in the world, and depending on where you live, and are you watching the news, paying attention to what is going on. And it is so important to keep track, but it's not so easy in some ways, because how do you know what the truth really is unless you're out there in those areas? So you don't want to be deceived on what is out there. And a lot of people, there's some people out there that know how to read between the lines. And so you're probably wondering, why is all this crazy stuff going on in the world? And so a big part of the problem is that, like, a lot of people out in the world don't truly love themselves, number one. And a lot of people around the world are not being honest with themselves. That's another one. And we're not loving each other like the way God intended us to love each other. We've been separated and divided and lied to from the beginning of time. So that is a lot of why what you see out there on the news, with these threats and stuff like that. And you don't want to be afraid. You want to have love guide you, not fear. And but what is so important is that you pray for these people out there that are struggling in a horrible time right now in the world. So change can happen, but it starts with me, and it starts with you. And that's the whole thing. That's what my YouTube channel is, to be the change that you want to see in the world. And there's some people, they don't want to see that a positive change in the world. But then there's a whole bunch of people, they do. They worry about planet Earth, like what's going on with Mother Gaia, so it's not about so much what's going on the outside of you, it's what is going on in the inside of you. Do you love yourself? And I thought I did a long time ago, and then it got revealed that I wasn't loving myself the way God really wanted me to. So I had to learn, You know, instead of chasing everybody else around and trying to help everybody else out. That is one of my areas that, you know, I'm always having to work on, is sometimes I put everybody else's needs before my own. You know, and so it is great that, you know, like you might be a person like Starlight that's always thinking of others, but you really, it's necessary to work on yourself first, and you might not even know where to start. You know, so, you know, what is good to do is write all the, you know, like the positive things that you are, you know, what you see in yourself, what you're doing right. And sometimes people think, hey, I'm okay. But you know what, you know, that's not really being honest with yourself, is it? You know, I'm okay. Okay is just not really doing it for me. You know, are you doing great? Tell me, why are you doing great? What makes you happy? What is it that adds some spark to your life? What is it that makes you happy? Is it people? Is it money? Is it things? Is it material stuff? Is it being happy to give or receive, being in love, you know, being abundant, being prosperous, you know, what is it? Peace on earth. Yes, that's a great one. Peace on earth. That's what we really need right now, is peace on earth right now. And what it is that we really need to pray for those people that lost their loved ones. Sorry about that. Is, oops, I'll turn that baby off. Sorry. So, you know, in the Bible, sorry, I get an itch. In the Bible, it says to love thy neighbor as thyself. Are you loving your neighbor as yourself? You know, a neighbor, you know, like we're all family. We're supposed to be family. And are you treating other people like the way you would want to be treated? You know, and that is a lot of what's not right in the world. People's hearts have gone cold. You know, have you ever had somebody tell you that, hey, I love you, and you hear it, and you, oopsie, is that, but you're not seeing the action behind those words. Ooh, sorry. Is, you know, they could say they love you, but action speaks louder than words. I am so sorry. I have a, sorry about that. So you do really want to take care of yourself, so then we can be able to help other people out that are struggling in life. So you definitely want to work on yourself first. But you know what? As you're working on yourself, you know, if you see somebody out there in need and you walk by, you know, if you see somebody out there that is struggling in life, maybe a family member. Now, if they're not there for you and, you know, loving you and supporting you, you know, you can let them know that you love them. You know, sometimes we can't help people out because they need to help themselves out. And sometimes, sometimes by helping them out is not helping them out. But there's ways to help people out in a good way. You know, sometimes you might see people homeless, you know, they might need some money for something. So you got to be smart in that area. Should you just hand them cash? You know, Starlight has done that lots of times in her life, is just give people cash. But I want to find out, hey, you know, like, why do you need cash? You know, if you have the time, maybe you can help them out. You know, maybe they need gas money. Well, hey, have them go to the pump and give them some gas money so they can get around. You know, this is where a lot of people's hearts have gone cold. You know, people see things, and it's like they put a blind eye to it. Like I just made a video about how love can blind you. Well, so many things can blind you out there where you might be like society where, you know, not all people are like this in society, where you just might be caring about yourself and not even helping other people out that could need help. You know, so you got to really be careful with that, because what if you were going through something and you were needing help, and nobody wants to help you out now? And you're like, hey, I'm doing great financially. I got lots of money. I'm not worried about that, you know. And but you know what? Anything can happen at any given moment in this world. So in order for there to be peace out there in the world, there's got to be peace within us, inside of me and inside of you. So if somebody has done you wrong, are you that type of person that is going to look for a way to hurt them or give it back to them one way or another? You are that type. But, you know, so what you do unto them is you're going to be pretty much doing it unto you. So if you treat them in a bad way, you know, all of us are one, love, you know. So it is strange how we're all family. God is inside of all of us. So if you ignore somebody, you know, there could be an elderly person, an elderly lady out, you know, doing stuff, and you could see somebody struggling, you know, to go in or out of the door, and Starlight is always helping people out. You know, if I go to a store and you got to open the door up with your hand instead of just walk through in the electric doors or whatever, you know, if I see people coming, I'm like, I look around, is anybody coming in the store? And I'm going to patiently wait, you know, and there's, you know, they're really appreciative of me standing there holding the door for them. You know, but I have had people in my life where if they could got away with it, they would have slammed that door in my face. Are you that type where, you know, you're like, you know, I don't want to hold that door for you to be open, you know? And it is something, because like dreams, like an open door in a dream, you know, there's interpretations for an open door. You know, I believe like opportunities can be opened up to you. So if you're, you know, like the kind of person that's rude in the store, and maybe you don't like women, you know, so as me being a female, you know, a lot of men will, you know, like gladly hold that door, open that door for me to go in the store. They can see that I'm capable of opening that door up myself, but there are gentlemen where they will open up the door. But is that always the case? Absolutely not. There's some people that see me coming and they will, you know, they will not slow down. They just go right in that store, and they don't want to open up that door for me, you know. So, sorry. So you do have all kinds out there. I know I had a dream last night, so, you know, is that people wonder, what's wrong with these people? What's going on, you know, with the world, and why is this going on right now in the world? You know, where, you know, they're, you know, like attacking each other and doing stuff, you know, where I'm all about peace. That's why I do my love, light, and peace at the end of my videos. And that's what we all need, we need peace. We need to love each other. We need to love other people like you would, you know, like treat other people like you would want to be treated, you know. So if you see a homeless person, you know, say, you know, like, and you see them struggling, and you see it, but you put a blind eye to it, or, you know, you don't even want to look their way, or you might want to walk around them. And you wonder why the world is the way it is, right? You know, you would not believe how people treat homeless people out in public. And, you know, it's a really sad thing. And but there are a group of people out there in the world that are sweethearts. You know, they, you know, like Starlight's one of them. is that when I see somebody struggling, I stop whatever I'm doing and I go over there and help them out in any which way I can. If I can't help them out, then I can't. But if they need help, they're struggling with stuff, or maybe they need somebody to just talk to. Maybe just spending time talking with somebody and not being treated less than human is all they might have needed. They need to be loved. And it is very interesting. There's people out there getting lots of money, like helping people out. But, like they might help people out in certain ways, but do they help out in other ways that they could? They got so much money where they could maybe help a homeless person out, but do they ever help a homeless person out on the street? Sometimes people they want that attention, recognition of look at all what I am doing, where they might lose sight of really why are you doing what you're doing, So you gotta really not close your heart out to people that are out there struggling. Somebody could have like mental illnesses out there, and you might not even be aware of it. And what are you gonna do? Are you gonna treat them bad like everybody else is and call them names and judge them and all that stuff? Because that's why the world is going the way it is because we're not respecting ourselves. First, you gotta respect yourself in order to respect anybody else. Some people, they want respect, but they don't, they don't respect themselves, so how are they gonna receive it anywhere else? So you gotta, we're gonna be tested, sometimes you might be going without, and, without money or food, and, people might come up to you and say, hey, sometimes people love to see you when you're struggling and you don't have, they're like, hey, maybe if you're struggling so much, maybe I can make an offer to you. Maybe, you'll be so desperate that maybe, you can help me out and I'll help you out. So, that does happen out there. And are you going to take that deal and like, hey, I'm desperate right now and I really could use some money, and man, it could be a 5-minute job somewhere, and get how much in the 5-minute job, so you don't want to lower yourself to be able to get money. And so the love of money is the root of all evil. And that's what like there's people out there, they want attention. They're attention seekers out there, and they want everybody to see what they are doing. But it's hard to say, are they doing it for the right reasons? God knows the heart. You can't deceive God no matter how hard you can't. You could try, but God is everywhere. God's all around us. Like His creation is all over. You can't really deceive God. Like I said, you could try, but it's not really going to do you any good. So you need to be honest with yourself and find out how to love yourself. Are you being too strong on yourself, too hard on yourself? Like, are you forgetting your own needs? Are you taking good care of your body? And I did like another meditation this morning because I've been making money right now to so I can take care of things, but there was so much dust and I was breathing all that in, gagging because I have a sore throat. So like just because what I'm going through, there's so much about that. Why does these things happen? Sometimes we're not using our voice, and there's been so many times lately I've been wanting to say stuff and I'm like, like, I should have said something, right? I should have said something and I didn't. And so we need to really use our voice now while we have it. And here I am, I'm like using my voice, and I'm having a hard time speaking to you. And I do want to be a voice, and I am a voice for other people, the voiceless people out there that need to have people out there on YouTube to be a voice for what is going on behind the scenes in this 3D matrix. So, you know, you want to see peace out in the world, then, you know, hey, think of me next time when you see a homeless person out on the street. You know, think, hey, you know what? If I had a sign and I had it in front of me and it said, I will work for money, would you help me out? Or would be like, I don't want to help her out. Why not? She wants to work. She wants to work to get the money. You know, sorry. So there's people, they say, Starlight, I love you. You love me, you know. There's some people, and that's what you got to watch out in the world, is some people, they say they love you, but it's like, it, you know, it is weird that if you say you love me, how is that, you know? How is it that you love me? Explain it to me. You know, do you see that I'm in need of something, but you don't want to help out? Is that really love? You know, so you really got to understand, if somebody says that they love you or in a higher love with you, is that you got to question, are you really in love with me? Because you got to understand, when it comes to relationships with that, is that actions speak louder than words. And we need to love each other. We need to love ourselves first. But do you really love people out in the world? Or is it that you have a hard time being out in public around other people? Maybe you're avoiding people. Maybe you go the other side of the street to get away from people. You know, and then you wonder what is going on around the world. Why is this all happening? It's because we're not loving each other like we should be. You know, and there's times, many times, I am thinking about you. Yeah, you right there. And, you know, I have so much love inside of me for you that I neglect my own needs. You know, so there are people like Starlight that, you know, I might not be taking care of myself because I'm so worried and busy about taking care of you or other people, that I forget my own needs. So we really do have to first take care of our own needs first. That way we're able to help other people out. And always be grateful for people out there that are there supporting you and loving you, you know. And, you know, like, if you see somebody out there in the world that needs a helping hand, do you just figure out, let somebody else do that? You know, like, I'm just going to let somebody else take care of that problem. I don't want to take care of that problem with that person. And then people wonder, you know, we really do. We need to, I was living somewhere, let's see, today's like kind of in the middle of the month for October. But, you know, I was getting to know my neighbors in my area, you know, where I used to live. And, you know, you got to love each other like you would love your own self. So think of the next time when you're out in public and you see somebody, you know, that could use some help. Are you going to have a blind eye to it and not do anything about it? You know, there's so many ways that people can help out. And I am so grateful, though, for the people out there that do help people out in need. And they, you know, they're, you know, some people help in so many different ways. They might give you clothes or material items or gas money, you know, or put gas in your car. You know, they might even ask you, hey, is there anything that you could use? You know, so there's so many other videos that I do want to make, really important topics to help some people out there, because I do know some people out there that are struggling financially. And I always really, when I was younger, thought, well, hey, if I want to help people that I see that are trying to help themselves out, you know, where if you see somebody that you know that they're really working on themselves, but you don't want to help them out, like financially wise, to help them get through a hard time, then where is that love? Where is the love? You say you love them, but then you got the sources to help them out, but then you don't want to help them out. God sees all of that. He knows why you're not helping them out. So it is important that we do take time out to help other people out in the world. And I love all of you, and I give you hugs. I really do. I'm like, I'm always thinking about you, and I'm always thinking about the next video. Like that's what I did last night. I woke up out of bed because I got like it went from one thing to another here with me being sick. So and that's with my chakras and stuff. A lot of this is about my chakras and being in the situation where I am. So that's why it's so important to take care of yourself. So like I said over and over again, so we can help other people out. Even though I'm in this state right now where I am, is, I am still given to people, even though I have a need, God's going to take care of all my needs, is that I still help people out. I gave a whole bunch of stuff away last week, like it's something it got picked up really quick. I put a whole bunch of free stuff out at a park because I needed more space. And it's amazing how, like, I was gone. I don't know how long it took for all that stuff to disappear, but I put out good stuff, and they took it all. And that made me feel really good. But some people, they don't want to give. They want to just take. They want to just get more. They're not happy with what they want. They want to do more and have more, and and that's okay to want more. But what are you doing with what you have? So you really gotta love is in all different forms out there. So action, you could say that you love somebody and walk away and not do a thing. Where I had a guy pray for me the other day. It was so sweet. He helped me out, and then he's like, hey, let's pray together. And he did. And it was a beautiful prayer. So, people help in so many different ways. So if you want to see a change out there, what are you willing to do in your own life? Are you willing to, maybe eat healthier and maybe exercise more? Those are areas how you can work on yourself. Maybe you're sleeping in too late. Maybe you're not getting enough to eat. Maybe you're eating too much. Maybe, you're watching things that are not good for you, or listening to things that are not good for you. Maybe you're doing things that is not a good thing to do, but you do it. Are you keeping yourself safe? Are you, are you, protecting yourself? Or, do you even care about yourself? And that's a big, huge problem in the world. There's some people, they don't even care about themselves. They don't want to eat right. They don't want to go out and get exercise. They don't want to even take care of the things that they have, and it is, you really got to be careful, because that can be a downward spiral. There is when the less, the less you do, the less you're going to want to do. So you always have to push yourself harder in life, like climbing up that mountain, like I've done many times out in my area. It's like, oh my, are we there yet? And it's like, no, you still got to go, Starlight, and you're not at the top yet. So, send love out to those people out there that are going through a lot. Or if you know somebody that's struggling, you do have to protect your energy. It's a balancing act, and that's why I like doing my chakras, opening up my chakras and meditating. And like I did sage this morning, I had candles this morning to kind of clear out energy and stuff. And, like to, whoopsie. So you really do, like today, like when you go in the store, and it's so important to be sweet to each other, and that's what we all need. if we all did this all the time out in the world and just let somebody know that, hey, I'm here for you, I can help you, if there's anything you need, because that does go a long way. Not saying that everybody, some people might think, some people get to the point where they like, give them stuff, but then it's not enough. Hang on. So I am so grateful for the people that have been helping me out, and I thank the universe and I thank the angels for guiding me and protecting me all the time. And that's a big problem in the world. Some people out in the world, they got so much they're not even grateful for what they have. And they don't even want to give any of their stuff away. They want to hold it tight. They don't want to help anybody else out, and then they wonder why the world is going the way it is, because people are not loving each other like we should be. We're supposed to be a big family, like brothers and sisters, and caring about each other, not backstabbing each other, not trying to make them look bad, but to, to be there for them. So anyway, I know this is sorry, my minutes here are getting up on this video. So that is why what you see out on the news, why it's happening, is we've been lied to and deceived and conditioned to believe and think the way we do. We got to break those programs, and so I do love all of you, and I just really pray that you'd really think twice, sorry, when you're out in public, to really give somebody a helping hand, and ask them what they need. And look, you want to change, you want to see a change in the world. It starts with us. It starts with me. I've been working on myself, and right now it's a struggle. Right now I'm dealing with different things that I'm going through, but there's other people that got it way worse than I do right now. So it is not about Starlight. It's about, other people that are struggling in life. Like, what can we do to, to get that peace that we really need and desire to have? But like I said, not everybody wants that, though. There's different kind of energy people out there, vampires, and there's other names out there of people out there that they're just wanting to take all the time and not to give. And we need to protect our energy out in the world, and pray for those people that are going through so much, and be grateful. Really think of all the things that you're grateful for today, and that you're not where they are, what they're dealing with out in the world. So anyway, I do love all of you. I hope you get some help. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can share my videos with your family, your friends, your cat, your dog, your frog. You have a pet frog. Yeah, you could share my videos with your pet frog, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can ring the notification bell. Push the notification bell. Plus, you can leave a message down below. Whoopsie, beep, beep, beep. And also, you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do love all of you. So don't be afraid of what you see on the news. Let love guide you, not fear. And that did not come from me, even though it came out of my mouth. That came from a deep diver out there on YouTube. And so it is so important is to, to not to be afraid, because that's when we're going to trip up and do the wrong kind of things. So I love you. You enjoy your day. I hope you get out in nature somewhere and enjoy the sun if it's out, like in here it is. And this is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.